Welcome to my channel, name's Dane, where I'm doing my Potato to Tomato series as a regular bronze player, brand new to League of Legends, seeing if we can improve the game at all. So let's hop right into it and see how it goes. Okay, so this first game is a long game. We're going to skip through quite a bit of it and focus on Okay, so this first game is quite a long game. We're going to skip through quite a bit of it. Just focus on a few points that I felt like I learned from watching this replay and see if we can use this to improve our game. So the first thing to note is we're up against a Swain. So let's look at Swain's abilities here. It's always really important to know what you're up against and how they play and what you know, what skills and abilities that you need to like dodge and stuff. I've never played Swain myself. Again, I'm a pretty brand new player to League of Legends, but I have played against Swain a few times. So let's go look at his kit and see what we need to look out for. Now, Swain, the other thing to look out for is just to see what their whole team lineup is compared to our team lineup. So we have Set and Nunu for some tankiness. We've got me as the main attack power.
Minions have spawned.
Okay, so it's also important to look at what we have, the team matchup as a whole. We have Set and Nunu for some tankiness. Nunu as a ganker can kind of get that stun off with the snowball coming down the middle lane. We have me as the main ability powered champion. We have Lucio as our ACD, and then Leona support. So going into this, playing against Swain, I'm really wanting to... I've watched a lot of stuff. I'm not still sure of the best tactics for every single hero. There, I dodged his Q. But I am, in this case, I want to harass him. I don't want him to scale on me and get a bunch of health and be a beast later. So I'm just trying to like poke him as much as I can while still getting my CS. I do pretty good job in this game. I am not the best CSer still, which is something to continually work on, but I do a pretty decent job of just kind of holding my own here in the lane, and we do, I believe, get the first kill on him. I don't know if it's first kill of the game. Yeah, we get second kill, first kill on Swain. Well, we'll see. Maybe it is first blood. Yeah, I got level 2. I did get grabbed there, but I had a decent trade. I still lost on that trade overall. I think I missed that minion. Again, CS is such a fun thing. I lose that one for sure. CS is such a fun thing. I'm dodging out of his, that's his E, right? No, it's his, that's his Q. And he started with E, that's right. So I'm dodging out of his abilities pretty well, trying to sidestep and like missed out of that. And then here in a second, he tries to go pretty aggressive on me, and I think, again, it's hard. Don't ever underestimate the Zoe in the mid lane, oftentimes. So I have more minions on my side here. And then the minion wave catches up. I get the cannon.
First blood.
Okay, so here's where he goes. If I hit him with the bubble right here. He uses his Q and his E, so both those are on cooldown. That root does hit me. I thought I dodged out of it. So because he got the root, I think he gets a little bit greedy. He ignites me, not realizing that, again, I'm Zoe, so I ignite him back. And I'm not the best. I do win this. Like, I don't pretend to be the best Zoe player, but so I double ignite him. I don't even know if that matters. I tried to Q, but it hit this minion, which would have been really nice to get this Q. I should have just forward Q'd in this case as I review it. I pick up the flash. Now, one thing here, I've watched this a few times. Actually, I do flash in here and then flash out, and I survive, and I kill him. I don't know if the ignite would have just killed him on its own. The tooltip doesn't quite work, because I don't even know if I hit him here. He just dies. So we totally wasted our flash and some damage and almost died. We wasted our E flash as well as our actual summoner flash. But we get the first blood. Good for us. No, we don't get first blood. That's set on Gangplank. Yeah, that's right. We're able to like finish pushing the wave into the turret, and then we back, I believe. So not a bad first engage, not a great first engage, but did okay. Did okay. Could have been a little cleaner. Like if I would have, let's watch it one more time here. If I would have just like, all it would have taken here. I got the bubble. I thought I dodged his Q. Like if I would have just kept going down there or up here, but this is fine. I like just keep on the engage. Zoe has like pretty strong. I don't know if I need to like back to back ignite him. Not sure how much that they stack. I need to like read that. If I would have queued forward there instead of trying to queue backwards, he would have just died. I could have picked up his flash. I would have been, everything would have. Also, I don't know if we use the biscuit here. Yeah, we don't even use. Oh, we do use the biscuit on the backside to make sure we get out, which we didn't need to because we already out. There you go. First engage.
Blue team double kill.
Skipping forward. I still have a lane pretty pushed up. Haven't really roamed much to this point. I've got my corrupting potion on. I have another biscuit in backup. So I see that he's just like extremely low health. I think just a second ago I hit a full combo on him or something. Pretty low. I try to just like poke him out. I take a unnecessary tower damage. I need to learn how to like get those off while within the or without the radius of the tower, or when I have my minions there, so I don't take that unnecessary tower hit just for free. On the off chance of getting a kill, I try to bubble him through the wall here, which actually. This is actually a pretty decent bubble because it zones him of where now my Q, and he does get hit. So I put the Q here, thinking that if he goes down, he's going to get bubbled for sure. I should have stepped out of tower aggro, and then I would have been just fine to come and kill him. Instead, I take 1, 2 tower shots, I think 3. Whereas if I would have stepped out of the tower and then went in auto attacked him and come out, I could have maybe even got him without any tower aggro. I do have the biscuit. I used the biscuit to save my biscuit, and I'm able to get out just fine, even though he ignited me. I don't risk going and picking up this ignite. Get out of dodge. Oop, done. Let's go up to here where I die. How did I die here? Oh, I remember this one. So here again, I have an advantage on him now. I'm a level up. I've got more gold, more items, etc. I've got my lost chapter. He's still got much building into it. Now my Nunu comes up, and my Q gets hit by the minions, which I was a little bit late again, rotating for the Nunu. I hit my sleep on him. Now my Nunu does this a few times. Like if you're playing with a Zoe, try to not wake up the target, even though because like I've almost got my Q. I can do way more damage with him on the Q than you can if Nunu would have just waited. We would have been able to secure this kill, I believe. But Nunu, like, it keeps fighting, which is fine. I get the Q on here afterwards. Get my Dark Harvest stack. Now, if I would have rotated up there instead of down there, if I would have been a little bit more paying attention or had a ward here in the bush, I don't think I would have died here. Another thing is, it's like, I need to ping a little sooner because my Nunu's also just as oblivious as I am because we're both bronze players. And he doesn't rotate down fast enough. So I get eaten a bunch here. I do the Q out just because I'm pretty sure I was going to die anyway. I still have like 5 health, 21 health. I think I would have lived if Nunu would have turned around a little bit sooner, or if I would have just passed up there instead of down there. Just a few things would have, I for sure would have lived. And that's like, again, the small little mistakes that lead to big things that people like me in bronze, I think, often make. So I actually almost still survive because the Nunu gets a stun off, but this auto attack hits me and I die. I mean, because I don't think he doesn't have flash. He doesn't have flash. He has his smite, but I think his did he not use it? I don't know. There he uses it. No, he didn't. But he kills Nunu. Boom. Dead. I think that I would have survived. That would have been a whole different story if Nunu would have turned around a little bit sooner, or if I would have pathed up out of the Swain W. A few different things could have made that go a lot better. Or if we would have just killed Swain, like if Nunu wouldn't have woken up. There's a lot of stuff that could have gone different, which is what we're trying to go to the next fight. Okay, this happens, I believe, down here in the river. I'm gonna speed it up here a second. Oh no, I think I just killed Swain. Down here, I think he rotates. Yeah, so I rotate down because my Nunu is getting the dragon. Nunu does most of the work here. I just like finishing him up. Boop. Easy Q. Again, you see how much damage, a little damage I do because the Nunu hit him up first, which is, it's fine. Still get the Q with my my Sparkles passive. Able to get the flash and get out. Now this fight continues down here. We saw Rek'Sai on the bottom side. Did we see Rek'Sai? No. We're just kind of going to the gank bottom. And I do believe we get their Nico. That would have been a great snowball. I also tried to like plan my bubble a little bit better, but he flashed out, which works for him. I think I ignite one of these guys here. I ignite, yeah, but I get the ignite off of Nico, and then I run up here to try to grab the flash. And then we just kill the kitty. This fight could have gone much cleaner. Like, this is 4v2, so it's pretty set. I think if I would have done like a few different abilities a little bit smoother though, like use the ignite as soon as I seen the flash, some stuff like that, I think I probably could have killed them so much cleaner. The Nico flash too, like saved her from getting hit from my bubble and Nuno's snowball, which also would have made the fight just go like that instead of being drawn out like it was. Let's go up here. Regular speed. Just posturing off with Swain here. I see my Leona. So this one, I almost get ganked, but we actually get out, I believe. Clear out the caster minions. I have a pretty big power spike against. Now this is one thing that Swain did. Like if you're playing Swain against a Zoe or someone like this, like he pulls me in with his right click on his passive when I still have my bubble up. Like I would be careful about pulling Zoe in with no minions in between you when she sells her bubble up, because this is like the easiest bubble in the world. Hit him right in the face. Even if I do, like I'm able to dodge out of his little W. Get my Q paddle star on him. He uses his ult. Now he should have just like all in me there more, but he uses his ult. He tries. But I go back now. This is where I almost get ganked. So the Nico and Yuumi and the Rek'Sai are all coming up. Leona is on my team, or sorry, in my comms, and Leona, Kaze, he's able to tell me that they're coming. So I back up. Just a quick R, Q. And Swain is dead. Now, unfortunately, I die in a second due to some stupid pathing. So, like, I knew all three of them are here. Rek'Sai leaves, but the Nico is nothing to sneeze at. So, my team paths down here, and then they leave and go back to bottom like they should. I die because I hang around here too long, and then when I come back to my tower, I path on this underside. See, right as my minion wave gets killed. And then even with this hitting me, or knowing that the Nico and the Umi are there, and the minion in between, I still path this way. If I would have just gone this way, I would have lived. I would have been clean up these waves, and my tower would have been even better off because I would have still been alive. So that's the thing. Like this pathing incorrectly happened right as soon as I came up here, and I saw my minion wave was dead with two of their players. My players rotating bot. All they had to do was turn around, come up here. They would have got a few shots on tower, but they get shots on tower anyway, and more of them because I'm dead. I could have like queued out the minions. They would have had to leave. It would have been fine. I would have still been alive. I could even bubbled. Got my E off across the wall and might have been able to hit the Eco or something, because there's a few times this game where she was not watching for those. So anyway, just a few things that I learned from watching that part. Alright, what is this? Okay, Nico's down here. I think I get out of the ult. but I miss my E. She walks into it, thankfully, because we're in bronze. This is the fake Nico that absorbs my Q. Nunu zones off their Swain. If I die here, so I die. I R out, try to Q. I'm just trying to like get damage off. That's, oh, see, I missed that, which we still make the cleanup here. If I would have hit that Q, it would have made it a lot easier on my team. So I missed like a few abilities in this fight. With Zoe, like it's so important that you like land your abilities. Otherwise, you just straight up die. But my team is able to come and just like clean them up. At least the Nico. The kitty is a pain to kill because Swain was still alive barely. Nunu wasn't able to kill Swain, so. Alright. Here we're back in the mid lane. In this video too, I'm just looking at a lot of like little skirmishes and stuff. I'm not looking at a lot of map mechanics, rotations and stuff like that. Those we'll do in like some future videos. I've been learning a lot about like jungle. I've actually played jungle a few times to help me with my mid game play. I've been doing a bunch of other things, but this game is just looking at different skirmishes. I get the bubble on Swain here across the wall. So I went up there like faking, like I actually should have put a ward. Do I even have one? I don't think I have a ward available, but able to get the bubble, and then it's just an easy Q, boop, and he's dead. What happened? Oh man, there's a whole lot of stuff happens. We rotate for dragon up soon. What are we pinging?
Blue team's turret has
I
been
think I just rotate down. Go help my Nunu. Oh, this right here, this is actually a really good bubble. I was trying to plan the trajectory of the Rek'Sai chasing, because I know, again, he's bronze. He's going to chase the Nunu to death. So I planned the bubble out here. Did a really good bubble on him. Boop, saved the Nunu's life. I missed the Q because Nunu's snowball like woke up Rek'Sai, and I think I would have missed anyway. The one thing I have been doing with Zoe that is better is when I get these long shot bubbles, what you really want to do, what I used to do is just like Q, R, and whatever, and like this QR is way too far, you're gonna miss it. I missed tons of them before I realized. So once you get the bubble off, you want to just like walk a few steps before you even start your Q and start your R. That's the only way that you're ever gonna get those hits off. If you do, even if you get them when they've woken up, it's gonna be if you do that. If you do the Q and R too soon, which I did a lot, it's just not gonna work. Again, Nunu wakes it up, like he's Chi, whatever, is almost dead. Probably should have been a little more cautious waking him up, because again, I could have come up and just nearly blown him up, but we do get the kill here. It's just a little bit sloppy. All my abilities are on cooldown. I finally have my Q up. He uses his ult. I get my Q out, kind of see where he's going to be, and then it's just a Q onto him to finish it, even though the ignite probably would have finished itself. Now, the kitty, this is where we both die, because Nunu's already super low. I try to dodge out of this before the root, so the second one hits me. Third one, that I can't believe. It's a few pixels and it hits me. I think it would have got it anyway. But it's really unfortunate. It just feels bad to get rooted and then killed when, you know, they probably would have chased me down anyway. But that, I don't know what I like. The lesson I think in my mind here for this encounter is I need to have more map awareness of that my bot lane is missing. I think I did the right thing by bubbling over the wall to save Nunu. I think the only way we both survive that is if Nunu doesn't wake it up. I walk around and one-shot Q it, and then we kill it and then just run north out of the river. Just because the fight took too long, that's what gets us both killed. Just because the fight takes too long. Now we're it's kind of getting into ARAM brawl mode. We're all here in the middle, defending the middle turret. This is 3v3. Get the bubble off on Kitty. I use my flash to secure the kill because I did see my Nunu coming down with the snowball. Hopefully get the stun. Gets the stun off. Nico ults. Get a few more like little pot shots. Do we clean this up? I think we do. Kill the Nico. Their Gangplank and Rek'Sai come down. Get a shot on Gangplank. I think we just like skirmish this until we push it. We kill their tower. Get another hit on their Gangplank. Set jumps in, finish Gangplank. I try to get the Sleepy Trouble bubble up through the wall. Set escapes down there. Who's that died? Okay, so there's Lucian that was down there. I missed that Rek'Sai. All sorts of stuff going on. We still have this tower that's up. We don't even get this tower. Try to save Nunu again. This Rek'Sai. You see my Q got hit by a minion, which is kind of unfortunate. But it doesn't matter. We can sleep him. Boom. My team follows up. He's dead. This fight to me looks very much like just a ARAM bronze level brawl. Not sure what to do better. They were fighting there. We went, and then this. So like this doesn't happen at higher levels. I don't think. I don't think the kitty comes up by herself, like face 1v4 with a dying tower. But this is just a dead, and then we can get out just fine. That was a big misplay by their kitty. I don't even need to hang out here. I could have hit the minions instead of trying to get the Nico. Do get the bubble off. I think I actually... Do we kill her? No, it gets blocked by Gangplank. Almost, yeah. And smartly, like, a long time ago, I might have tried to get greedy and do something else there, but I have no mana. I think I just out and leave. Oh, or I get this. Yeah, that's fine, too. I think one thing I've seen that yeah, I'm still even trying to harass him and be greedy. I've seen better players than me is they know when to back. I don't know what my gold is right now, and maybe I didn't have enough gold to buy anything, but I have been trying to back more frequently and more intelligently instead of just hanging around in lane for no reason. So I do finally go back. We have a turret here. This is out of vision. That's good. What happens next? It involves us.
Rampage.
Come down the middle, we clean up the middle wave. Okay, we go right on time for Dragon, which is great. They have vision here. I don't think we pull it out though because we've got such like a lock on it. And correct me if I'm wrong, yeah, Rek'Sai is dead, so their jungler is dead, so there's not too much to worry about. Get the bubble on Gangplank. I don't even know if I do follow it. But my team just follows up. I should have realized it. This is one moment. I've learned to do this in some other MOBAs. If you realize your team is just going to get the kill no matter what, all I did here was waste a few steps like coming down. I could have stayed here and helped my Nunu, especially now that I have Smite, just to finish the dragon even faster. But again, we always get bloodthirsty, so I've done that a little better in some other games, like Here's the Storm. We've gotten a little bit better at recognizing when there's the kill is for sure. I think I used my Smite. Yeah. The kill is for sure. Then you can do other things with your time. And like really good players do other things, more productive things with their time. Now that's a little bit different than like securing the kill. Like if the kill is unsure, go and secure it. But that Gangplank had like a bubble on him and like Leona and I think Lucian there. Like he's not going anywhere. I die here, so let's watch me die. Swain turns around. I think my Q gets blocked by the chickens. Yeah, even though my Luden's Echo does go off, so the chickens absorb something, but I do get the bubble on that helps my team. If my Q would have got hit on there, like this would have been fine. I walk right into the root again. Gotta watch out for that kitty root. We're all just like right into that perfect kitty root. We get bloodthirsty for the Swain, and that costs all of us our lives. So this one, that's just like all greed. If a few things happen there. If I hit the Q, like if I would have angled my Q up here into the river, instead of down here towards the chickens, I would have got the Q angle on and hit him while he was sleeping. Boom, he's dead. It wouldn't have one-shot him with a shorter length Q, but my team would have killed him. But instead, I don't. I angle it down here, even though I saw the chickens pathing up or we're aggroed. If we kill him, we either get out or we're able to take this 2 versus 3 just fine. The other thing that we do is we path around this corner exactly right into the kitty's ult. Like the kitty does her ult and none of us like recognize that and like sidestepped it. I mean, you have to get hit by 3 waves of the kitty ult for it to root you. So that was just like not very smart. And then they chase me down. Boop, boop, boop. Poor Zoe. Boop, boop, boop. Did take a lot of abilities, but ultimately an easy kill for Nico. Okay. I've got a Ignite in hand. Someone is teleporting. I don't think I noticed the teleport. I try to get my... So I do pretty good with my bubbles over walls. This one, I should have realized... I was trying to hit this guy. I need to like R and then E over this wall if I wanted to have a chance, like, instead of bubbling over this wall. Because it's just going to land here and not doing... Or I could have saved it and tried to go for this long bubble after. But again, my set hasn't. One of those cases where I don't even know what I did that hit him. It must have been like my acid or something, because Set had him killed dead to rights. I'm able to pick up a shield. I don't even know if that was worth the flash to go down there and kill that guy when Set's going to kill him anyway. What happens up here? Okay, Kitty does her ult. Nunu, boop, Nico's ult. But Set is right behind him, and so this is not good for them. I jump in there, though I don't know what I did. I think my Q hit a wolf or something. Again, this is not really necessary for me to be there. I missed my Q. The only thing that my Q would have done there is secured me the kill. Missed my W. Yeah, like I would have... Now, this is not about kill stealing or whatever, taking the kill from the team, because at this point, we're all pretty fed or whatever we're relatively doing, which is fine. It would have been better, though, for my team if I'd have hit that Q, just so we don't spend so much time chasing the kitty down. We're able to get the kill. That gets the kill, which is great. Gets him some extra gold or whatever. But if I'd have hit the Q, I think Set is good for gold. I'm pretty good for gold. Like, hitting the Q would have just been better, just we get it done. I picked that one up because I want the ice in my hand. I have the habit of picking up the one I'm going to use instantly. Okay. Here we come down here. Now, oh, this is what happened is my Set had dove into a group. He got himself into a tricky situation where he was here 1 versus 3. Again, this is a typical bronze play. I don't think he was like ganked. He was like up here and he like did his R like right into all of them. And whatever, but I'm able to just get a bubble off. Swain tries to body block this thing, but this is a pretty safe engage for Zoe. Swain tries to block it, it dodges him, and gets the kill. I might have even got the kill with the AoE splash damage, I'm not sure. But that at least made it worth it, or at least we traded. I don't think it was worth it for the kill, because Set was a higher value than Rek'Sai, but... I'm just trying to bubble the zone. I use the heal so I can give the flash. Flash to me is more valuable. I don't know if we kill the gangplank. We see him, so we all get blood. Oh, yeah, I think we one-shot him right here. Boop, boop, boop. Don't even have to use the flash. That was actually really good. A long time ago, as a beginning novice Zoe player, I would have probably used my flash just in a moment of excitement. Not a panic flash like normal, but like a excitement flash. I think my flash is about... See, I check my expiration timers for my abilities, and so in this case, I grabbed this redemption because I could. That was a really bad bubble. I see another redemption, so I use that redemption. And then I think I missed another bubble right here or something. I missed it over the wall. So here, you can use the walls to make your bubbles travel, but I think if I would have stepped here and gone for this shot, like, it just doesn't travel very far. It stops so quick that that then we have to just disengage. So Kaze and I disengage. We get the dragon. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, we're gonna go over to this fight. Get a really nice bubble on Nico. Boop. Almost kill her. I think, do I have Ignite? I had an Ignite in hand. If I would have used the Ignite, that's a one-shot kill. But that's still something I'm learning. I try to do. I might have not been able to reach, because usually I do that Ignite. I do. Now here, this fight, so I die here. I do get the kill on the kitty. So I have my R up. What I should have just done is Q, R, whatever. But I flash. Okay, so this causes me to die. If I would have R'd here, I would have popped back up here. Instead, I flashed. The reason I flashed is I saw this flash. I was gonna flash, grab the redemption, use this, and then jump and be a clean getaway. If I would have R'd instead, though, I could have like R flashed, blown him up. They'll grab the redemption, use the redemption, and then ran around here, grab this if I wanted to. But instead, because of this, see, I use the redemption. I'm using my abilities quite correctly and swiftly here. But the Rek'Sai hits me with his knock up, and then the tower aggro. Boom. All that would have taken there to survive. R instead of my flash, or you know, my E flash. Use R, and then I could still even use the flash in the thing and just blown the kitty up instantly, and got out just fine. Just a small thing that led to unnecessary death that I think a better player probably wouldn't have done. But we recognize it. Okay. Our team is fighting on the top side. We go over here to engage. Now, Zoe does really good engage. Like, if you can find engage angles like this, like, go and practice your walls. And where to bubble them. Because I play with quick cast, right? So, boop. Hit the bubble right there. And we're able to kill this Nico before her ult even pops. Boom. She sleep. Yeah, so that really helps save a ton of life on my team. I don't think I'm on cooldown. So, I grab the flash so I can do this. That was not a great flash use, though it still does make sure the hit goes off. I don't think I need to be face running in here, especially with Leona and whatever. I could have done that a little bit different, but I was able to like R in and get the auto attack for the kill, which still worked. If I would have angled that a little bit different, might have got the kitty. Yeah. Boom, boom. Use some stuff. Kill some things. Whatever. All right. The last few fights here. Last few fights. This one is over. Where am I? Okay. Oh, this is the one. Yeah, where I tried to like bubble all the way over there. Like the one I talked about earlier. I don't actually think I was trying to bubble over here. But I bubbled. I thought it was travel further, but nope. It's too small of a wall. Get the Q in though. Q blows up. I'm pretty powerful at this point. So even with a pretty full Nico, she's a pretty squishy target. And then my team just rails on the poor Kitty. If she has nowhere to go, Kitty is just dead. I don't even get my Q off in time. I did do a short range Q there, which is actually really good. That's a lesson learned. Like, that did not need a long range Q. Just like need to kill her quickly. I switch it to the ice. I don't know if exhaust might be better than the ice, but the ice is a little bit easier to use as a tube. So I think it's still smart, like use of its zero strength. I come up here to the wall, try to get this Rek'Sai. Boop. I think if I would have done it a little second sooner, it would have been okay. Ice. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, that's still not a bad gauge. It forces Rek'Sai off. There's really nothing you can do to contest the dragon after taking that much damage. A whole heck of stuff was in here. So here, set split push at the top while we're all fighting here. And Set actually wins us the game off the split push. I do get out. Like, I'm just, like, retreating by using abilities. Most of our... Like, Leona is dead, so most of our front line is dead here because we don't have Set with us. So we just keep retreating. Now, they push this a little bit too much, especially with Set split pushing, because it gets them to lose. Get the Drowsy on Nico. Now, I don't think I had abilities up, or else I would have tried to use it, but... Get a Q on both of them. That was like a solid Q hit. Bubble again on Nico. This poor Nico. Bubbled to death. That was a really good Q bubble. And then right here. Boop. That wins the game. Boop. GG. GG. So, a few things to talk about in this game that I really want to focus on in this video is in the early laning phase, know your matchup. Always try to know your matchup regardless of what lane you're in, and know what their skill shots are, what their abilities are, and like if you get the chance, like I've never played Swain unfortunately, but I'm trying to play more champions to understand what the ranges of their skill shots are. So for example, like Lux's Q that roots you, it roots two minions. I might play it different than Swain's E that goes out and then roots on its way back. Swain's E has a little bit shorter range, whereas Lux's Q has like a pretty long range. And also Lux's Q, like if you have some minions in the way, like you want to make sure you have two minions in the way and sidestep as you're walking towards her within that range, stuff like that. And then know when you can punish them. Like I had at the beginning of this game a pretty decent engage where I was able to grab his ignite, use his ignite, and kill him with like the flash that was a little bit unnecessary. So know what your matchup is first and foremost. And then after you win or finish the laning phase, then it's a matter of like getting some reps and practice with your champion know what your engage angles are with Zoe and a bunch of different heroes, champions like Kane, stuff like that. Like, know what your engage angles are so that you're fighting best into the enemy team. Also know what your role is. Like if you're the tank, you need to be there in the front. If you're the ADC, or in my case, the squishy mage like Zoe, you're kind of again looking for angles, looking to skirmish, not trying to get right in the thick of things. Looking for those bubble placements for the CC that helps your team win. Um, the last thing I would like point out, or an, another thing I would point out to learn from this video, as well as from like watching your replays, is just pay attention on your positioning. There's a few times in this game where I know that I position incorrectly, or the one time that I used the flash that was in my inventory and my E instead of using my R, that would have for sure enabled me to get out of that alive. There's very small missteps in this game that cause you very big consequences that either snowball the team. Now, again, in this level in bronze, um, they're unable to punish it as much as like higher ELO players. Whenever I play against like a gold or someone that's a little bit higher than me, I played against a plat once. It's clear to see how they punish little mistakes. It's not that much different though. The game is the same. The champions are the same, whether you're low ELO or high ELO. It's all about punishing little mistakes. So again, in that one fight where I could have just used my R, I kill the Yumi, I live. Makes a big difference instead of using the flash, killing the Yumi, and then dying because I got hit by a Rek'Sai tunnel. Those little things make a big difference. And watching your replays will help you learn those things. I've learned a ton from watching my Zoe replays, as well as watching better players play Zoe, and seeing those small, even little footsteps or jukes that make a big difference in how the game plays. So with this game, we finished with 18-6-11. Again, we've talked about some of those deaths that might have been a little unnecessary. We do finish with 161 CS, which for a 32-minute game is not great. What is that? That's like 5 something CS per minute. Where does it say? Hey, minions killed. Covered about. I thought it said somewhere. It said in my stats thing. So 161 CS, which is I one of the biggest things I've learned is how to get better at CS. I'm still not great, but I am again in the top of this game. Other than I think I got beat out by 1 from our set and a few, and 30 from our so look at though the look at the importance of CS. I got 161, Nico 199. Both of us 18 kills. I actually had more assists. She had more deaths. She still gets more gold than me. And that comes largely to that CS difference, or all to the CS difference. Maybe a bounty or something. Our team was 42, 32, 62, so this is a bloodbath of a game. This is the gold difference. So another thing with this game is I was in a party with Kaze, which is our Leona, and we felt like on comms that things were going pretty rough in the early game. Our bottom lane was really struggling. I felt like I did okay in the mid lane. Set was doing okay in the top lane. It's all about like even here in the middle game, we kind of make a spike up, and then we're still behind, and then we go in for the final and the win. League of Legends is it can be a snowbally game. There's some that feel like they're just hopeless. Keep doing the best that you can for your lane. Stay positive. Don't get on tilt, and more often than not, you actually do have a chance. I've watched a lot of replays, and I probably will try to do a video of one where it in the game it felt more than hopeless, or even like called it, forfeited. And looking at the replay, like, oh, there was actually a chance for a comeback there if we would have done this, X, Y, and Z. For runes on Zoe, for this game, I ran Dark Harvest, Taste of Blood, Eyeball Collection, Ravenous Hunter, Biscuit Delivery, and Time Warp Tonic. I have tried Nimbus Cloak and stuff like that. I really like the Biscuit Delivery because it helps me get a good early game advantage. Keeps me alive in the lane a little bit longer. I believe once I'm a little bit better of a player, it might not be as necessary, like if I'm hitting my trades a little better and smarter. But for now, I found more success with Biscuit Delivery just because, again, it keeps me healthy and alive in lane a little bit longer without having to worry about backing. The Ravenous Hunter and Taste of Blood and that little bit of healing gain from those also seems to have really been helpful. Dark Harvest, you get those soul stacks, it does some good damage. There you have it. Thanks for watching this replay of me playing Zoe in my Potato to Tomato series. I'll see you next time as we make another video doing something and see if we get any better at playing League of Legends. Take care. Please feel free to follow, subscribe on my Twitch channel here as well as here on YouTube. As always, the world is your tomato. Cheers. We'll see you later.